And we are live. We are live, everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me turn my fan off because you're making
We are
it.
live. Say what? Yeah, now. Say what?
Hi.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all caught me. Before.
Hi.
Serious man. What is that echo going on over there?
I got it. Calm down now.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Woo, welcome to the weekend. How you feeling over there, China?
Attacked.
Attacked?
Yes.
Attacked about? Who attacking you?
The devil.
Always and forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that does it.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. We up in here. Y'all know what we about to do. First of all, of course, I want to be thankful and say thanks to everybody. First, say thanks for another day. I'm thankful for another day, another opportunity.
Yes.
Man, oh man, another weekend. Because you only get a certain amount in life, right?
Yes.
I'm thankful for another one. Woo! Thanks for the chat. To everybody that came to make this a happening. Yeah. Y'all make this a happening. Too. And of course, the members, man. It's nothing like y'all. The mods, the members, and the sponsors. Hey, Connie. Thank you. Yes, indeed. You all are appreciated on every level. And without any further ado, we are now ready to sock it to you.
Yes.
You got to be from DC to know what I'm talking about. So, I like to start this out on a lighter note and what have you. And I like to I just want to take a moment of reflection today. How about that? Start out with a moment of reflection.
Okay.
And reflect on things. Things that I saw and see. Things that I saw happening this week.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see. Can a narcissist ever do he right thing? Gosh. Oh. Sometimes I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it together. Leave it alone. See now y'all shouldn't have showed me how to edit, because now it's like bam, yeah, just like that. I spelled right now. I'm gonna get me a new computer because I think this is the reason why I can't shoot my videos in 4K because of this laptop. I like to shoot my videos in 4K. That's how I feel. But today in reflection, man, into reflection and dealing with narcissism on the levels that I have seen and I've dealt with, and I'm sure that many, if not all of you, if you're here today watching, then you've dealt with it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. If you're here, then you know. You surely know. And we live in that world. We live in a world where it's ever present. We see it more and more every day. And guys, after I did my my stint in the gub mint, got my fire mint up in here. You know, I took on a little part-time gig as a school bus driver, and I love it. Right, I love it. I love what I do. You know, feel like I ain't really working, but I get up and go somewhere every day, and you know, and I'm not there all day, so it's perfect for me.
For sure.
It's perfect for me. I love it. But there's a side of it that I do not love. There's a side of it that's frightening to me. That, you know, because I'm in there with y'all children now. My children are upgrown. They already been a hard head, and they didn't catch the school bus. So, you know, they wasn't the ones on the bus doing this. You have, if you got children and they in school, they going to, whether it's elementary, junior high, even some high school. High school kids are really pretty laid back because they kind of getting nervous about real life starting for them. Most of the time, you got some high schools out here though, they just totally, completely off the chain crazy. Okay, if your child is in one of them, I feel for you, you know. But I have noticed, you know, this year that these children in junior high and elementary school, if you one of those parents that raise your kid to not respect people, meaning you tell them what so-and-so can't tell you what to do, man, you some trash as a parent. I said it. Me, hurry yo, I said it. You some garbage as a parent. And you raising some garbage that ain't gonna amount to nothing but a prison somewhere, a stripper pole, or something degenerate.
Or 6 feet deep.
If they get to the point of a graduation. Because these are some of the most disrespectful, man. Good God Almighty. There's no way I could be a teacher. Shout out to the teachers and school people who work in the schools every day. They got to deal with these degenerates, man. I mean, degenerates. It ain't fun. It ain't nothing fun about disrespect, y'all. See, when I was growing up, we had fun and we did some stupid stuff. But disrespecting adults was not it. That wasn't part of the fun. And let me say this to y'all. The kids that I know, the kids I grew up with that did disrespect the elders, the teachers, or whoever, all of them are dead now. And have been dead for many years.
Yes. Yes.
All of them are dead. If you sending a child to school every day and they going to school, and don't get me wrong, I understand that sometimes these kids are they influential, they easily influence, but as the parent, it's your job to keep your foot in their ass. I said what I said. It's your job that your child fears you more than they fear following the trend of the ignorant. Because it's, guys, y'all all know, y'all all went to school, y'all been around it. It's always that class clown, the leader, the one who is degenerate at the school. And that child's job simply is to get as many of your kids as possible, take them off the right path, while you out here working hard thinking that you doing the right thing for your kid, while your kid and you just giving your kids everything. That's another thing. Man, I'm telling y'all from personal experience, if you give your kids everything, your children ain't doing nothing to earn nothing, then they ain't never gonna be nothing.
That's true.
You hear that? If your children If you're the type of parent, and let me tell you, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're that type of parent, can you tell your child something right now? Hey, I need you to go downstairs in that bathroom, and I need y'all to scrub the bathroom and mop the floor and clean the sink, do the bathroom, whatever. Give them an assignment to do. And let just see if they do it or not. See how much resistance you're getting. And I'm saying this, guys, because honestly, I don't want to see nobody with the product. The product that's out here right now, these kids some garbage, man.
They are.
These kids some disrespectful garbage, man. And I mean, most of them, I ain't saying 100% because you never can say 100% of nothing. But I'm going to tell you, most of them love to see disrespect, can't wait to see a fight, argument, something crazy going on so they can videotape it and put it on Snapchat or whatever they putting it on. Disrespect. Y'all daughters, good God Almighty.
They're the worst.
Y'all daughters, man, real talk. I think in my generation, women at least could hold on to their virginity till they was in high school. Okay, some of them made it through high school. Okay, I ain't even looking back. I ain't looking down on it because I know the press is on. But for y'all that don't even make it out of elementary school, which is most at this point, not making it out of elementary school with their virginity. I'm going to say it again. Little girls not making it in elementary school. They took a grade off of elementary school. Now elementary school is up to the 5th grade.
Yep.
What kind of, man, what we doing, y'all? What we do? I ain't doing nothing with it. We are allowing society. We are allowing a society to I mean, man, the next generation, y'all better be thinking about that. What's coming?
Yeah. Because
if we raising a bunch of degenerate, spoiled monsters right now, which most of these little rats are, most is more that's bad than not. And that's what it is, man. It's more that are bad than are not bad. More of them that look for this craziness, this toxicity, than not. And you know the children that are good kids. You see the ones that are good kids that you don't have to speak to, that speak to the other kids. Hey, won't y'all chill out? Won't you stop this? Won't y'all calm down? It's only you only find that it's 1 or 2 of them in each class. It's only 1 or 2 of them.
But you know what, Harry-O, what I find working in the school system is that some of the kids, they do act out, but they do respect authority, because I'm not gonna lie, I've run into some of the kids, at my school, and just going in my house, and they be like, "Oh, you work at my school?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And one little girl, she was like, "Oh, he took my stuff, he won't give it to me." I said, "Give her stuff," and he gave it to her. But he's bad. You know what I'm saying? They respect authority figure depending on who it is. I run into a lot of kids that, at the school that I work at. And, they are very respectful. I would say the younger ones. I'm at currently now at a middle school. Mm-hmm. And I haven't had any issues. I love these middle school kids. I mean, these junior high kids, not middle school. I love them. They have not disrespected me. And, I would not yet. Not yet. But before I forget, I do want to address 2 questions that I saw in the chat. One person said her child was in the hospital and she reached out. I'm not going to bash you for reaching out because you felt like that was the thing to do. And don't feel like that, your no contact has to start over. All you have to do is just pick up where you left off. Okay, you made a mistake. You just start from there and keep moving forward. That person don't care that your child was in the sick, was sick and about to, almost pass away. They don't care. I'm just being real with you. I think that you reached out because you wanted some validation that that person still cared, and that person really don't care. And to the second question, to answer why they look like they're dying, when you leave them they always look like that. We just had the rose colored glasses on, and that's why we always say once you see what you see, you cannot unsee it. And I'm learning that with these witches and warlocks, once you expose them, that's what you see them as. They cannot put another mask on. That one lady that I unmasked at work, she looks like a complete witch. And that's exactly what she is. And I didn't see it at first because I had those blinders on. And once you take those blinders off, you see them for who they truly are, and you can't unsee it. And you're going to see them that way every single day because that's who they truly are. They are shapeshifters. And that's why you couldn't see it at first, but now you're seeing the decay and that that person is truly not healthy and is dying. These people pretend for a long time, even about their health issues. They will lie about that. They don't believe, they think they're smarter than doctors. The doctors can diagnose them with something and they'll say, no, that's not me, because they figure they know it all. So that's why that person looked like they're dying. They always look that way. I don't know what we saw in them, but we were so blind that we didn't see what we should have saw, and which is what they look like in the end.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I think that, you know, guys, that's why we're here. We're here to make it normal, make it sound normal, to put something normal to it. Because when you look at them, you have this thought in your mind like, oh, wow, why is this happening to that person? And you don't even understand what that person has been doing, how they live it. And most of the time, you won't even believe it. You won't even believe if you knew how they were living. Guys, you know, since I started saying that, and I started saying it years ago, I'm on the internet now. I'm glad that I'm starting to see people that obviously have heard some of my video, or we're just on the same mental vibration. Because I'm seeing people now and they're talking about the dysfunction of narcissism. They're talking about how it's no way you're going to be able to fix that.
No.
It's no way. You're not going to be able to fix it. And we have this greenness about us. We have this greenness that shows us all the time that, you know, we're open to believe that people can change. You know, I had a debate. I've had so many debates about this because people swear, no, people change. You see people change. You change and evolve. Listen, I may change as far as the time that I'm in, but who I am as a person is never going to change. My character is never going to change.
No.
What you guys know to be true about me, it will not change. And neither will it for any of you. And we sit back and we look at a narcissist as if to say that person can change who they are. They can change the way they get joy when they see you suffer. The look in your eyes, man. If you only knew that they just want to see that look in your eye, the look of disappointment, the look that you didn't make it, the look that you failed, that they foiled the crime. That's all they want. We walk around and we asking why are they acting like this? Why is the person I'm done so much for the same person doing so much to keep us from becoming great. We could be great, baby, if you would just stop arguing, if you just stop the fight, if you would just this, if you would just that. And we don't even understand how much these people despise us. Do y'all understand that a narcissist despises you simply because you won't fail, because you won't die, because you won't allow yourself to be destroyed by them.
Yeah.
They hate you. The jealousy. Guys, man, y'all got people around you, man. You got people around you. The jealousy. They're so jealous. Do y'all understand that people around you are jealous just of the way you speak, the way you walk? The way that you walk into a room and people respect you. Do you know people can't stand you?
Yeah.
You can walk into a room and just the minimal amount of respect. There are people that are jealous of that. And they look at you. And now you have become someone that they are competing with, and you don't even know. You the whole time y'all work with people, you don't even know the whole time that person that's seen, they picked you out the first time they saw you, and from that day forward, you are the only competition in their mind. They cannot stand you, and you don't even know it. You're like, I don't even know you. How you what? Because you walked into a room and you weren't flawed in a way. You weren't afraid to just be who you are. You're not afraid to speak your mind. And people, I'm telling, man, there are people out here that are jealous of you, that they cannot stand it. And then let's take it a step further. When you decide to be in a relationship with somebody, and good God, you're sitting there and you never fathom. You have never fathomed the idea that this person that I love you. I'll do anything for you. It is not only are they jealous of you, you don't even sense it. You don't even sense it because they'll tell you, I love you too, honey. And you think to yourself, well, I believe that they do love me, so therefore they cannot be jealous of me. That's where you're wrong. They don't love you. They just tell you that. They just tell you that. You think that y'all having these love-making sessions and they're so great and it's so wonderful. They are only having sex with you to control you. They do not, it is not pleasurable like it is to you. It's not pleasurable to them. No, the pleasure that they get is seeing that they got you so strung out from this act, from this sexual act. You so strung out that now I can see, that's where I can control you at. Now I got my finger on your button and I know how to hurt you. I know how to do something to you that one day is going to destroy you.
See, let me put a little spiritual spin on that. See, when you walk into the room, that was not by chance, because the devil has been seeking you, and he placed people in your path so that you can cross paths with these people, so that you can become friends or partners with these people, because he know your purpose, and he has to prevent you from finding out what your purpose is. He's in the spiritual realm, so he know, once he see us, he know what we are. They don't know. All they know is that you are a threat. He's in their head telling them that you're all these things. This person think they're better than you. This person truly don't love you. The devil is controlling them. Anybody can change, even us. And it boils down to, like Harry said in his book, the decision. Even they can make that decision. But as long as God offers everybody free will, people are looking at it like, you mean I can go over here and do this and come back to this later? Then I'm gonna go over here and do this, and then I'm gonna come back over here to this later. And that's how they do us in the end. They feel excited about that new thing, and they want to go over there, and they want to come back over here later. It's a cycle, and it's a pattern, and it's demonic. When you're making love to these people, you're not making love to them, you're making love to a demon, a spirit of lust. When anybody ever tell you, and hear me when I say this, that they're fighting demons, run like hell, because they're fighting a lot of them that you don't understand and that you don't know. And those demons are trying to attach to you. Once you invite them into your home and into your life, it's hard to get rid of them, because I'm having nightmares. I'm seeing them. The girl at work cast a spell on me behind me. I heard it, and I couldn't make out what she was saying. And I turned and look a little bit, and she goes, I need to figure out that TikTok. But I just literally heard you say some gibberish behind my back. And ever since then, I've been having nightmares. I've been seeing stuff out the corner of my eye. It's like I'm being attacked from every angle because of that. You got to be very careful of the people that you're around. These people don't even have to be in your life for demons to attach to you. All you have to do is be in their presence. All they have to do is speak on your name, cast a spell against you. You don't have to be in a room. This is spiritual. Y'all need to be very careful, because this is truly what's happening in my life.
Man, well, I'm gonna tell you something. When you dealing with these people, because they everywhere, they watching, their biggest weapon is fear. Their greatest weapon is you not knowing they have no power in your life. You not knowing that what they are trying to inflict on you is being inflicted on them. That is something that we all have to deal with. Whatever's coming out of your mouth that you putting on somebody else, trust and believe that's what's coming to you. And that's one of the main reasons. That is the main reason I've always said to y'all, don't wish bad on your enemies. Don't do it. Don't do it. You better pray for your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Pray for your enemy, because, man, they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue as to what they are doing. You do. They do not have a clue, because, see, the thing that you're going to notice more than anything, guys, a narcissist lives in the moment. All they worrying about is, if I can just stop you this one time, if I can just stop your operation just one time. See, don't think they don't try me. You know how many people have tried to shut this channel down? Y'all know how many people hate my guts? Listen, I got vomit on people's floors all over the world when they see my face come back up on this screen, man.
Mm-hmm.
They just vomit like, good God, him again. What do I gotta do? But see, even through the hard time, I ain't here for that. I ain't even worrying about it. They still got to make it through. I made it through. They still got to make it through. They ignore me, man. I was praying for them. Y'all see how it works?
Yeah.
Was hating on me. I was praying for them. Man, listen, y'all. It's people that done been on my show. Several. Most of the people that been on my show. Most of them can't stand me. They come in this camp just as, man, I could do what he ain't doing nothing. He gotta tell him a bunch of fairy tales in here every night. It's crazy.
I got a hater in the chat, and I believe it's her because she spoke up. Don't argue with it. Y'all need to stop paying these people attention, because I don't care what nobody come on here in this chat and say about me. That's misery. So let that person say whatever they want to say. It's more than likely her. So it is what it is.
What I'm saying, hey, Chan, I told you about that years ago, man. You looking in there, thinking everybody got something like, they don't even know me. Why they ain't know me? Because you got the nerve to come on here and be talking about my problem and talking about me like you so this is so that. You not. And they just look at you and they got daggers in their eyes. Yeah. They can't stand the tone of your voice. Like I said, y'all, in life, you gotta pick the side that you're gonna be on. You gotta pick the side you're gonna be on. Either you're gonna enjoy this life, or you're gonna be worried about all these people over here that's not enjoying their life. And what you gonna do, listen to me, what you gonna do to sacrifice your good time in your life. Because that's what being with a narcissist in a narcissistic relationship means. It means that instead of enjoying your life, you sacrifice your life so that they can enjoy theirs. Okay? You are the host to the parasite.
Yep.
That's all this means.
Yep.
If you don't allow that parasite, if you don't allow the parasite to just take control, to be everything they want to be, to tear you down, to make you sick, to make you look stupid, because they want to make you look stupid in front of everybody. They want to do these things to you. Guys, I'm going to tell y'all, man. And I'm going to keep telling you. And I'm not, well, I am going to say it because you know what? Because another thing is, we can't always just be saying stuff to say, well, I ain't trying to brag and I ain't trying to put somebody down. Man, I'm saying what it is. I was with somebody that did everything she could do to destroy me.
Real.
She ain't do nothing but destroy herself. She destroyed her reputation amongst her peers. She's shameless, can't show her face. Can't show your face in your own community. I don't feel sorry for that person. That person did everything in her power. And I mean some dog trifling stuff. Just and to prove what? To destroy me. To tear me down and say, y'all might think this dude is this, and y'all might think this dude is that, and blah, 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 he ain't nothing. Watch what I do to him. But now, see, guys, what I'm saying this for is because I want you to look at the long-term thing. Who did you tear down? You tore yourself down. You went out there and built a trap for yourself. You didn't build a trap for me. Guys, I ain't never enjoyed my life this much in my life.
Man.
Never in my life, man. Never have I ever. And guys, I'm telling y'all, man, the things that we feared, I feared it. Man, I'm going to tell y'all, I know how strong family is to us. I know what it means to us. I know how powerful that is for you to have to lose your family.
Yeah.
And that's powerful.
Yeah.
Man, you couldn't walk me back into a situation like that.
No.
Hell no.
No.
I've gotten to a place where I realized that ain't even it. It ain't worth it, and it ain't it. Anywhere you gotta be, any place in this world you gotta be, and you have to be less than. Be yourself and be less than. Any person in a relationship, any relationship, we get, man, a lot of people get jealous of other people's relationship, and y'all don't even know the hell that those people in. Y'all just got this, oh man, they look at them, look, y'all see them holding hands on one video for 10 seconds. And immediately, oh wow, that's what I want. That's what I want one day. And you sticking around this narcissist. I talked to a lady yesterday. Lady, 75 years old. This lady, 75 years old. Good God Almighty. Listen to me, y'all. Still going through hell with her husband. Husband still trying, he's still running around with there's the old joker. Still running around getting everything he can get out here. Still trying to get everything he can get. She in hell. She been living in hell, losing her mind. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, you probably just going, because when you grew up in an old school like that, a lot of times you've been taught to stay in it.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yep.
And I think in her mind, she more concerned about what people gonna say when she die than she worried about enjoying her life while she living.
Yep.
And it ain't even that question. It's not even that question that this woman, guys, she knows her husband just waiting for her to die. She know he don't want to be with her.
Yep.
She know he don't want to be with her. She knows he don't want to be with her. She knows he done left her a couple times before. I said myself, I stopped asking the questions because I realized I could ask the question, but she ain't, she's not going to really be receptive to the answer. She asked me what I thought she should do. And I had to think about it like, wow, you ain't going to do what I'm going to suggest. I don't even think you listen to me for, to be honest, because you're not going to follow my advice. But I get it. I get it because at that point, I think she's at an age where she's just like, look, I just don't want to die alone. And I'm sitting here like, ma'am, but you are going to. You're going to die alone, and he going to be right beside you. Because he can't wait till you die.
Yeah.
Because he want to cash in.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to cash. And that was the reason why, I got the call, because she was like, well, he's so concerned about, my doctor's appointment and my health and going through the life insurance and this. And I was like, ma'am, you might want to tell your family members about that, because you might, one night, you might be, in your sleep, got a pillow suffocate you. Because because he's older than her. So he like, look, man, I need you to go ahead and get up out of here so I can get this money. Because I want to enjoy the last bit of this. Because that's how narcs are. That's how they are. That's how they see life. You are the host.
Yeah.
Parasite.
And and that's why I dial back on a lot of stuff, because if you think about the stuff that people are telling us to do, that's narcissists saying, hey, if you do this to us, we're going to behave this way. We're going to behave that way. That's not necessarily true. I've been in certain situations where I've seen the total opposite of what they're saying. And now you got a lot of people correcting course out here on TikTok and on YouTube on how to deal with these people. They say these people love negative energy, not when you attacking their self-esteem. They don't.
No, they don't.
They don't.
No, they don't.
They'll come and they'll attack yours, and when you attack theirs back, that they don't like that.
Woo.
The energy they like is when they can hurt you.
That's it.
And they can get you to cuss them out. But once you attack them, then they don't like that. They don't like that negative energy.
Oh. See, when they get you to attack them, see what they learn right there. That's a learning moment. They say, I'm controlling. Gotcha. Gotcha. You attacking. You're doing to me what I'm doing to you, which is going to get you the result that I'm getting. Misery loves company, people. Misery, and they miserable, and they want you to be miserable. They want you to feel that feeling of helplessness. They want you to see your problem is you won't just bow down and be helpless. You won't just give up. You won't be jealous of people because you don't see people as being able to do something you can't do. See, a narcissist, they not like that. They're not built like that. They're incredibly jealous.
Yeah.
They can't just wake up every day and feel good. They don't. When they get up, and usually they haven't slept. Listen, y'all. You around somebody that don't sleep? Well, I usually wake up, at 3 a.m. and, I usually stay up at, I only sleep for about 30 minutes anyway. And see, because you sleep and you next to them, you thinking they sleep every night. No, they not asleep. That's one of the fastest ways to know what you're dealing with right there. Okay? Because they not going to get no rest. They don't get rest. And they always plot. They always sitting there looking. They looking at you and you sleep and they jealous. They looking at you like, man. And guys, one of the things they're jealous about is, I want you to think about this. If you knew what they were thinking, if you just knew that they were sitting there like, man, I dogged you. I cheat on you. You don't even know I'm cheating on you. You don't even feel the cheat energy. And if you feel it, you're not acknowledging it. And if you are acknowledging it, I got you scared to say it. I got you scared to say it because you don't want to argue, because you want to make up. You want to make up. You're not, guys, you scared to go in your house and tell the narcissist what's on your mind because you tired of being lonely. Huh? You tired of no affection in your house. You waiting for some loving. And they know it. And they standing 10 toes down. Oh, no. You're going to want some in a minute. You already know. You say the wrong thing, then you know we not, and you don't touch me. You say the wrong thing, it's going to be the same stagnant, stale energy in this house, especially in this bedroom. You're going to feel that stale energy in that bedroom. And a narcissist knows it. They know you fear that. They know you don't want that. They know you want somebody to give you a hug and a kiss and some affection when you walk through the door. You want some acknowledgement. You want a normal relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are not going to get one with them. You're going to get ignored. You're going to get lied to. You're going to feel lonely. Y'all be worrying about being lonely when you by yourself. And you ain't never been this lonely as you have been with the narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never been that lonely. You sitting around there right now, trying to figure it out like, man, and you talking to yourself on a daily basis, having those conversations every day, man. I don't know, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? That I won't leave this fool alone. Why am I staying here? You know what? When they say such and such tonight, and you've been waiting 3 days for them to say such and such, and they ain't said it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll talk to you, you just feeling them out, and every day they got you playing mental gymnastics every single night. It's Friday night. Yeah, narcs, most of the time on a Friday night, most of them narcs, man, most narcs gonna either, they already got their disappearing act set up, or they already done told you the excuse of why they gonna be home late or whenever. Guys, there's some people who early in the situation and they don't even understand what it feel like for the narc to not make it home one night yet.
Oh, Lord.
I feel for them, man. I feel for people when they go through stuff like that, man. I'm telling you, that's one of the most hurtful things, boy, could go. That right there, that one right there almost broke me. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Man, not a narc. That narc didn't come home. Good God Almighty. Good God, man, I was hurt. I was hurt. I couldn't believe. I was so hurt that I really was in my mind about there's no way somebody could do this. There's no way somebody could go get up, go to work, and not come home tonight. There is no way that somebody could do that you are married to, that you live with. There's no, and not say anything and just be gone for the whole weekend.
Yep. Not answering the phone.
Man, hey China, I'm here to tell you, that right there almost broke me.
That was the plan.
Faith in relationships at that point was tried on a level that it had never been tried on before.
And they always make sure they start an argument before they go. So you can be thinking about that. And so you won't even call their phone. And then if they don't answer, they could say that's why they didn't feel like talking. Then they'll tell their relatives, you haven't heard from me. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to him. Don't say this. Don't say that. Whole time they with their relatives posted up with other men or women. Their families are the biggest enablers. They enable that behavior because sometimes it's out of jealousy too. And that mother narc, she's a beast because she has emotional incest with her son. And she's going to always think that she's the better woman for her son. And that she's going to try to destroy that relationship by any means, especially if she can't use you. That mother is always going to try to use. My mother was like that. She even tried to pull it with my daughters. I mean, with my sisters. That, you know, my sister was to use a man to get money and give it to her, or she tried to get money from my sister's man. And that's just how they operate. It's about greed. And these people could come across all the money in the world and still fail in life.
You can't fix them. You cannot fix them. China, no matter what, you cannot. We think that they are fixable because they appear to be human beings the same way we are, which we don't understand anatomy from the way it really works. We just have this belief that it works a certain way. But at the end of the day, you cannot, you will not, you will never hear of a narc that changed. The good wicked witch that she changed her life. She used to be the wicked witch. Now she's a good witch. That wasn't really in her heart. The people are going to, and all of us are going to stay that way. And we just have to understand that, guys. Yeah, I know how it is. And I talk to people all the time about the same thing. And everybody has that same exact thing on their mind. Well, I'm starting to get older. And I just think that, you know, maybe if I try a little harder, you know, and maybe I was a little rough on them around. I was like, man, you lying. You lying. You ain't rough with them. No, they rough with you. They rough with you. And you just willing because they're not acting out today. But then next week, you're going to be right back. And then you're scared to reach out to me because now you feel crazy because you stood on business and defended them. And now they making you look crazy again. Anytime you stand up for them, guys, they going to get you. They going to put you right back in that same space, man.
Let me say this, because that narc is still in there. When you said that these people can't sleep, this person said, I sleep just fine. Just admitted that they was a narcissist. And now in the same breath saying self-aware have changed. You are self-aware and you in here antagonizing people. So make it make sense.
Self-aware. You know, you do not sleep. You're a lie. And you're never going to. You know why? Because your mind is so demented. You are so demented. You are so what we would call sick, but in narc life, you're normal. It's normal for you to not sleep. It's normal for you to just be who you are, be what you are. Just it's normal to be cruddy as you can. But remember, narcs have limits because you ugly, first of all, because let's just keep it 100. If you could have who you wanted, you'd be there.
Exactly.
But you can't. You can't. And that's one thing that people believe about them, that they can go out here and get what they want. You got to be crazy.
No, they can't.
You got to be crazy. Why y'all think when they run from you, they ran off to something that looked like something like what? Like, whoa, what is this? You don't even get to understand it. You're looking, guys, when you look at a narcissist, man, honestly, man, you're looking at a special specimen. You're looking at somebody that would do anything to be like you. That's what I want to know from the self-aware narcissist. How does that feel to always look at someone else like they are your God, and you always have that inferiority complex? What does that really feel like? See, those are the kind of questions I would want answered. What's up with your inferiority complex? What's wrong with you? What makes you so much of a backstabber and so conniving and so trifling that you run to these rooms to try to get people to help you cast spells over somebody? That's how weak your rap is. That's how weak your game is. That you running around, you got to get help from other people. If I could just get you to give up on life, and you cannot. Guys, a narcissist is really just here to waste your time because they do not have power over you. They don't really have any influence over you. The only reason that you're dealing with this cruddy dog is because you feel sorry for them.
Ariel, kick that person out because they said they casting spells as we speak. I believe that.
So let them do what they do. So that's the thing. Ain't nobody afraid of that. Ooh, I'm casting spells. Ooh. They casting them on themselves.
Yeah, because backfire.
It sounds stupid. Whatever. Okay, keep on casting them. Cast all of them, because everything. Listen, we live in a universe that's gotta give you what you're trying to give it. A narcissist may not believe it, but that's on them. But they live in it.
Mm-hmm.
Live in it.
That's a tormented soul that's in here trying to find a way to feel relevant and feel like they are somebody coming in here talking.
Don't nobody believe in that Casper the Friendly Ghost crap, man. Get out of here. Go find your cauldron bubbles and a witch and a goat tail and whatever else you need. But remember, the grave you digging is yours.
For sure. And this is like a lesson to all of you guys who have questions. You seeing in here sitting, watching this person, and they saying they have multiple pages. We know that. They are monitoring spirits. They are stalkers. They are obsessed. They are jealous. They are envious. So they're going to always watch. And you know it's a mental illness when you continue to watch somebody that you claim to don't like. You're going to always turn the channel from a station you don't want to see. But this person
that's somebody that knows me, and I know who it is. Now, now, and see, and this is what I'm saying, y'all. You gotta get yourself to a place around these spirits where you ain't scared. The only thing you have to fear is fear itself, y'all. These people, I know exactly who it is, and they life crumbled. It's already shambles, and it's never coming back together. You've already seen your best day. Whew. But you haven't seen your worst. Look at you. Misery loves company. And that's all this person is saying.
Yep.
I just want somebody to be scared. Please be scared of me. Please fall for me. Please be wicked. Please help me try to control this. Guys, when you're looking at a narcissist, you're looking right through them. You're looking at nothingness in motion. I ain't got to ignore them. I don't. I feel sorry for you. I'm going to pray for you. That's just what it is. I'm going to pray for you, but I know it ain't going to help you. But it is going to help me. You know why? Because I get what I give. That's it, y'all. I get what I give. And that's why you hate me so much. Because he getting and you don't.
They said
ain't gonna never with your credit weak self. I would tell you some more, but I'm not. I ain't gonna waste the whole night on this.
They said we fell for it by acknowledging you. No, you're a lesson. You just really just teaching our followers how this goes.
Yeah. You just mad because you asked me.
I laugh at them.
Man, do you think I would ever in my life come on anybody on this planet's channel to spread some mess like that?
Hate.
I just hate you. My life is terrible. Nah, man. The good life is a beautiful life. Too bad you ain't never gonna have it. You know, and the older you get, the worse it get. That's the thing. The older you get, the worse it get. You already falling apart. Nah, yeah. I just told you I know who you are. Sig Thom. Thanks for the super chat. Sig Thom said, notice the narc never becomes like us. I noticed that, Sig Thom. I noticed they never become like us. As a matter of fact, the older we get, the more coarse they are. The older we get, the more angry they are because they realize that you keep on advancing in life. And their only job, a narcissist got one job. They here to slow your motion down. That's it. They here to slow your motion or to stop your motion. That's their only job, to keep you from enjoying this life. If a narcissist can come in your life and stay in your life for 20, 30, 40 years, their job has been done because they stopped you from enjoying your life.
Yes.
Now you've been around them. You got hypertension, you got high blood pressure, you got all of these ailments because you've been hanging around or living or married to someone that is only around you just to bring you down, just to make you sick.
Yeah.
She said, we usually start acting like them. We do. Unless we get away. I didn't let the devil accomplish that mission. Man, Sig Thom, that's what we talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about here tonight. Don't let this devil steal your joy, man. A lot of y'all afraid to be alone, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something that everybody, when I was getting divorced, that was my biggest fear. What you gonna do when you by yourself? I was used to being in a family, even though it was dysfunctional, even though it was crazy, it was horrific. That's the job of the devil, to make you think that something wrong with you. You can't handle it in this fire. You can't handle no crazy relationship. You can't handle somebody lying to you every day. You can't handle somebody cheating on you and trying to destroy you. I can't. No, I wouldn't want to. Guys, I'm going to tell you, friends of mine told me, like, they was like, all right, man, you're going to one day, it's going to scare you because you ain't even going to want to be in the same kind of stereotypical relationship again. You're not alone. You're not going to be lonely. That was the part right there. I didn't really understand it when they said it. They was like, nah, you ain't gonna be lonely, because it's always like friends and stuff like that you'll be talking to, family members, whoever, whatever, or just people you know. So you won't be lonely, but you're gonna find it difficult later to be in something with somebody because you are surrounded with so much peace.
Mm-hmm.
Mother came past my house the other day. Man, she sat in my house and she said, good God, it is incredibly peaceful in here. She said, my God, we was watching a movie on Netflix. And this is midday. This is midday. You know, she just stopped through, talked to me for a little while. It's midday. And mom fell asleep on the couch while she was like, yo, it is so peace. She's like, you must really be at peace in here. I said, yeah. I said, do you think you could have fell asleep in my other house? She was like, man, you couldn't even close your eye. She was like, when I blink, I'll be blinking with one eye. Because one eye got to stay open in that joint. Damn, she's like, you was living in hell, sure enough. But I said all that to say, guys, I found it to be true. It's more, yeah, it would be great to have a wonderful relationship. Yes. It would be great to have a consistently wonderful relationship. Yes, it would. And I'm cool. Once that enters into the situation. But, until that day, listen, y'all, I'm telling you, man, it's a wonderful experience. Just being at peace. I know when I come home, my home is at peace. It's peaceful in my house. And I love the energy. It's peace. It's just my spirit in here. It's just me. So I don't have that friction. And guys, what y'all don't understand is in your home, when you live with a narcissist, it's not just your spirit in there. You got their evil spirit, and you got the spirit of all of the Jekylls and Hydes and witches that they conjure with. Yep. And all the side people that they creeping around with, they bringing those spirits into your home too. And you wonder why there's no peace. And you wonder why you still feel lonely around a narcissist, because they got so many spirits ruling over them. There's no peace to be made with a narcissist, y'all.
No, not at all.
Thanks for the super chat, Trees. Trees said, narcs are demonic. Yes, they are. They come to kill, steal, and destroy. And as long as y'all know that and understand that, exactly the way she said it, you cannot lose, man. You cannot lose when you know what you know and you stand on it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when you stand on it, when you know what you know and you stand on business. God. Go ahead, China.
And that's what they hate. That's why, they come in here and everything, because they know that their time is up. That we're putting you all on game. We telling y'all how to recognize them, how to get out of this situation. And it's not what it used to be for them, where they can run amok. And it take a while for people to understand what they're going through, or for people to even see the red flags. And that's what they're hating. It's, y'all think it's like that. It's not. And that's why when they leave out of your life, especially at a time like this, with all this out here, stand 10 toes down on that decision. Let them go be over there, because life is not so good for them out there anymore. They know who to pick with, but sometimes you chase them into the arms of somebody who's just like them and gonna dog them out and gonna mistreat them, and they either gonna end up in jail unalive. They're going to put them in a situation where they're going to get harmed. And that's why you never let them back into your home when they grace your doorstep, because you don't know what kind of trouble they bringing along with them. It's not just demons, it's trouble too, because they'll cross any and everybody. And people probably looking for them to cause harm to them, because not everybody have our heart, and they will hurt people, and they don't have no feelings about it. They will not bat an eye about hurting somebody, and they do the dirtiest of the dirtiest. Do not let them back into your house, because now you're inviting danger, death, and the enemy into your home.
Come on. That's it. That's exactly what you're doing. Guys, you know, a lot of y'all feeling sorry for them. Man, that's the one that's gonna get you.
Yeah.
That's the one that's gonna get you. Y'all wondering how do I know if this person is a narcissist or this, that, or do you feel sorry for them? Are you in there because you feel like, let me do this because this person done had a hard time and they done been through this and done been through that? You're not doing it on the merit of their good deeds. You doing it on the merit of what they've gone through.
Mm-hmm.
That means you feel sorry for them. That's going to be the one that tear you apart.
Yeah.
That's going to be the one that betrays you like nobody has ever. That one right there. Because you picking them simply because of the lie they telling you. You're not picking them based on it's a good person, full of good deeds and full of good treatment towards you. No, you're doing it based on, well, they had a hard life. Because they got a hard luck story. That's right. People pleasing. You in there people pleasing, and they gonna reward you for it. They gonna get you for it. You walking around thinking it's cute and it's funny. You gonna find out. You gonna find out just how cute and how funny it is not, man. Leave these people alone. I'm telling y'all, man. These people ain't it. They are it. Once they show you, when a person shows you who they are, you better believe them the first time. That was Maya Angelou. When someone shows you who they are, you better believe them the first time and constantly look for the way out. That's why I'm telling y'all, look for the way out in relationships, not the way in. See, the way in a relationship is easy. Somebody loving on you and doting on you and being affectionate towards, that's easy. That's something that you're not even going to be able to just, push it away when it's with somebody you actually like.
Yeah.
Well, when somebody gives you those red flags and you keep on walking past it, well, I'm going to let that slide. All right? I'm going to be the bigger person. I ain't even going to say nothing. That's all they're looking for.
That's it.
That's all they looking for. They up. There you go. You avoiding confrontation. That's what a narcissist is looking for. Somebody who's avoiding confrontation. Look at you avoiding it. I got you. Yeah, got you. You avoiding the confrontation. You scared. And guys, and most of the time that's what it is. We don't want the confrontation. We just want to get to the good side, and they know that. And that's why they weaponize that against you.
Yep.
They know what you want in that relationship. Look, we're going to argue a little bit, then later on, we're going to make up. Y'all ever notice that don't happen no more? It used to be a time when you could argue and, hey, we're going to make up. Let's make up, baby. Ain't like that out here no more. That's another way you know you with a narcissist. Daggone, I'm adding that to the list. Yeah, when the argument get crazy and out of hand and it ain't no makeup. Yeah, that's what a narcissist does. They want you to go to bed tonight feeling dissatisfied, feeling frustrated, feeling off balance, off keel, because they know that's going to interrupt your sleep. You're not going to be able to lay next to somebody. Y'all beefing now. We beefing. Now we got to sit here and lay in the bed together. That's another way you know you're dealing with a narcissist. Somebody trying to control you, and they controlling you by dealing with your appetite towards your lust They're trying to control you in that entire situation, and they're using it as leverage. Either you gonna break down and do what I said, and half the time, guys, we trying to be the bigger person, and we going, okay, baby, you know what? You right, I was wrong, blah, blah, blah. Can we just make up? And they still not gonna make up.
No.
They gonna make sure you do not sleep tonight. Because they letting you know I'm running the show, not you. I'm running the show, and we go, and that's what it's all about. If they had that sexual appetite towards you the way you think they do, then it'll be on and popping like, hey, baby, let's just make up. Ain't nobody got time. Because whatever y'all was arguing about, most of the time is silly, stupid stuff anyway. That don't even have nothing to do with y'all current situation. That's the hole they want to back you into. Starting arguments about stuff that don't even really affect us. They want to argue about, man, this daggone Trump, man, he this and blah, blah, blah. And anybody that think that this good for you, man, you blah, blah, blah. That ain't got nothing to do with our house. Nothing. And that's the type of stuff that a narcissist wants to bring. That's the kind of stuff that they want to do, to show you, I'm going to dominate you. And I'm going to control you. And when you want a reprieve from all of this stress that we're going to have in the air, when you walk in your house, they know how to make it feel like don't nobody live here. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, I remember walking in my home one day, man. I was just finishing my workout. I just went for, I think I was doing like a 3-mile walk or something like that. I remember walking back in that house, and it felt like a morgue. It felt like a morgue in there. Guys, I'm telling you, man, when you in there with the wrong people, it ain't never gonna feel good. It ain't never gonna feel right. You gonna do everything you can do to try to make it right. Yeah. And it still ain't gonna be right.
In the moment you show them that you're trying to avoid confrontation. Now you just open the door up to the fact that now you're probably going to be going and pick up the new supply, bringing them to the house for them to be with it. Now you're going to be going out doing all this illegal stuff for this person. Once they know that you're avoiding confrontation, it's lights out from there. They know they could do anything without complaint. They know they can go stay out all night. They know they can have you to go get that new person. They know they can make you have a threesome. They know that they can now probably have you doing drugs. Now they can convince you to drink. Now you're in their world. You're in their playground. It's not always about, you think because you stay quiet and you don't approach that, they don't have your mind. They manipulate your mind even in silence. That's right. That's the point of the silent treatment too, is to make you feel unwanted, to make you feel alone until you comply. It's to get compliance from you. It's everything they twist. No matter what you do, they always find a way to use it to their benefit. And that's why it's best that you not be in these relationships or be in the company of these people, because everything is going to benefit them.
Wow. I mean, y'all hearing it just like you living it. Y'all hearing this just like you living it, man. I mean, it's like, hey, man, what else can we say? What else can we say, man? This is what real life is like, sitting in a house and you just sitting there, everything, you racking your brain. That's what a narcissist is doing every time you think they're sitting over there asleep. Every time you sitting there thinking that they just somewhere asleep, chilling, the narcissist, man, they sitting there plotting. They saying the same thing about you. What do I gotta do? What I gotta do to break you? What I gotta do to shame you, to embarrass you, to make you feel less than, what can I do to embarrass you in front of everybody to the point where you would just give up? See, what I didn't know was The narcissist knew something about me that I didn't really know about myself at the time. She knew that I loved the image of family. She knew that I loved the fact that, we were the center of what everybody wanted. We were young. We had a new family. We had a new home. It was like a fairy tale for anybody that did not know what was going inside that house. Okay. And I promise you, it was only for the people that did not live in that house, because everybody lived in that house. It was Amityville horror. That house was so full of hell and distortion. I used to think they buried that house. They must have built that house on top of an Indian burial ground. This must have been a graveyard before. And all the evil spirits lurking around here. That's how wicked. That's so wicked. Now I drive past that house and I still think of horror stories. I'm thinking it's like horror movie music is playing in my mind anytime I drive past that house.
Yeah.
It was so, and I'm still to this day, because the neighbor, I knew one of the neighbors, and me and him kind of kept in touch for years. And he said, everybody on the block has decided that house is haunted, man.
Yeah.
He said, dude, every couple that done lived there, it was the same thing. The police stayed at your house. They stayed at that house. I was like, good God. I said the narc left some spirits in it. Man, people, the narcissist left some spirits in that camp that had not been broken, man.
Yeah.
That had not been, it was some strongholds in that place right there, man. And the thing is it takes a spirit. Sometimes, man, you're going to have to go into a home yourself and put your spirit in there before you can move a family in there. Because you don't know what the last situation was in there. You just don't. So you got to occupy, because two different energies can't occupy the same space. They can't do it. Hot and cold can't occupy the same space. They just can't.
And sometimes, you can move into a home that a spirit has legal authority to be there. You don't know what's lurking in that home that thing is attached to. It could be an earring under a heater that you don't know nothing about, that spirit is attached to. And that is real. That's what happens in these homes. They're attached and they just sit there and lurk looking for a host. And that's what I told my kids. I said, because they seeing things too. And I said, that's because the spirit of suicide is attached to this home and is looking for a host. And I said, if you ever become depressed or you need to talk, come to me, seek help. We'll do this together. Because the moment that you even think about that, it's going to harp on it. You have now just opened that door for that spirit to be in your ear, telling you and giving you a million reasons why you should do it. And that's why I've been having this conversation with my kids. Be careful who you let in your home. I don't care who it is, friends, whoever. You don't know what these people are carrying and what they're bringing in your home. It's sad to say that now we're living in days where we're going to be alone. We have to get used to being alone, because you don't know what the next person have, and they're going to pawn off on you. And now you're fighting demons that somebody else left in your home. And these demons love getting attached to people because they need that host to survive. Y'all think because people die off that demon is gone with them? Nope, that demon is roaming around looking for a host. And that's why when they leave, you still have these certain things lingering. Depression, you're hurt, you're beat down. It's whatever you're facing. That's what that person left behind. Just because they're gone doesn't mean that it left with them. It may have decided to stick around. These people be having lots of ancient demons on them. And for them to leave 3 or 4 behind for you is nothing.
That's nothing. That's nothing, man. They live a lot. And guys, that's one of the reasons why, we constantly telling you, you know, like I asked in a question today, can a narcissist ever do the right thing?
Nope.
No, no, they are led by evil. They are led by dysfunction, spirits that are low level thinkers, spirits that are low level energy, spirits that are toxic energy, spirits that are everything that you hate in this world. They are led by spirits of betrayal. How they're going to betray somebody. They are led by spirits that are full of, hey, y'all, guess what? Let's go out and cheat. Hey, y'all, let's go out. Let's do something horrible to your spouse. When they're around other people, their little friends or their minions, they talk behind your back about things they do to you. When y'all at a party or somewhere or a family gathering, they're talking to people about how they dogging you. That's what they laughing about. You see a narc laughing, and then when you walk over there and say, "What y'all laughing about? What's going on?" And nothing. We was tripping about something stupid. No, they laughing at you. Mm-hmm. They talking about you behind your back. They talking about what they did to you. They got their eye on somebody in the room you in. It ain't never gonna stop with them because they just hardcore. They hard up like that.
Yep.
That's their game in life. They want to be a player so bad.
Yes.
A narc want to be good God, they want to be a player so bad. They want to be a player so bad, man. They want to be able to say that they do things that are crazy to people. Oh yeah, I run game on all these dudes out here, or all these women, or whatever. Man, I'm the man, or I'm that chick, or in their minds, that's all they're about. It's all about running game on somebody. It's all about how I can get over on somebody. It's all about how I can hurt. I was watching a video earlier. It was on that Tonight's Conversation. And I said, man, I need to start doing reaction videos again, because this lady was on there talking about how she was leaving her husband to go back to her ex, and her ex got somebody pregnant that he lived with, but they gonna both leave each other's spouses. And I said, man, that's what a narcissist wants. They don't want to deal. They're not trying to go leave you for somebody who ain't got a relationship. They want to go with the person who already had a relationship. They want to destroy two families. They don't want to go out here and run because somebody's single. They're not interested in that. No, they're not interested in stuff like that. People who don't have something else that they tearing down. People who not running game. That's why most of the time a narcissist is going to get hooked up with another narcissist.
Yep.
Yes, y'all, because they all on the same type of mental programming. It's all about destroying more than one household. They want, oh yeah, we destroyed this household. Now we're going to destroy that one. Come on, let's do this. Come on, let's go do that. Yeah. And guys, they going to brag to you about it. Before it's all over with, they're going to be in your face with it. They're going to tell you, oh yeah, I'm leaving you, and so is leaving their spouse, and yeah, and me and so getting together, and we gonna get married, and we gonna have a baby because I'm pregnant, or I got her pregnant, or man, they got a story lined up for you, and it's all meant to mentally destroy you from a sexual place.
Yeah.
God, know that is the most sacred thing between a man and a woman, is that sexual relationship. A narcissist knows that. And that is exactly what they're going to use to destroy.
See, and what I'm learning too, We think that, because they found somebody new and this person don't know me, that, oh, I want to be with this person. Now, baby, let me tell y'all, I'm learning in this town, there's nothing more joyful than these people sleeping with each other, with their friends, with their family members, and their own family members. They've
Yeah.
run through people in this town. I mean, you got people, incest. For real, for real. I'm
Yeah.
hearing stories. These people love situations like that. They don't like the new like that because
No,
they like something that they can brag about. Oh, I slept with her cousin. Oh, I slept with her mother. I
there
slept
you
with this person. I slept
go.
with that person.
There you
That's what they call player. That's what they get their accolades off of. That's what make them who they are. They think that that's something to brag about and that's a flex. In narc world, it is, but
go.
it's disgusting to us.
That's right. They want to do something with somebody that's gonna make you sick. When you find out they was chasing after your father or your mother or your sister or your brother or your cousin, or they gonna find that friend. They gonna find that friend that just willing enough to help them destroy your household. They gonna find somebody, guys. It's always gonna come from an angle that you never thought it was gonna come from. A lot of times they gonna go at your best friend. That tell you how wicked they are. That shows you how wicked they are. They come into your life and they saying, even though I'm gonna be gone, and you're gonna be glad to get rid of me. Nah, I need more than just me out your life. I need your best friend out your life. So
Mhm.
that you was gonna be able to call and talk you through to get you mentally out of this, you can't call that person because that's the person that helped you out of this. Yeah, that's the double whammy. And that's how they move, man. That's how they move. And that's the type of dysfunctional life that they have to offer. Guys, anybody out here, man, that has any doubt on any level about what these narcs are really about what really is going on with them, man, they're going to teach you every step of the way. Everything that you close your eyes about, a narcissist they're going to show you every step of the way.
Yeah.
Focus for Life. Thanks for that super chat. Focus for Life said, I remember thinking narc number one was just immature. He really behaved like a bad child. So glad to be no contact with him for over 15 years. Woo! Shout out to 15 years, man. Do y'all know I've been no contact for 7 years? 7 years. I got 7 years. What y'all got? Put it in the chat. What you got? I got 7 years no contact. Yeah, what? Now. 7 years. That's a big deal. That's a real big deal, y'all. Because you know what? So many people be wanting to be friends with their enemies. That narc is your enemy. All right, let's stop playing it like that. Like, okay, it's normal for two people who can have a conversation and they can break up because they like, hey man, this ain't working out. It's imbalanced. We always at each other. Let's amicably walk our separate ways, and we could do this and still have contact with each other. Well, that ain't a narcissistic relationship. Because a narcissist is like, they ain't gonna talk to you like that, and they not gonna have that conversation with you, and it's not gonna be amicable. Everything about the situation is gonna be, you need to just get over it. You need to do this. You need to do that. It's not gonna be a we thing. It's gonna be a you, and they're not even gonna really give you that opportunity. They're not gonna give you the opportunity to be amicable with them until you don't want to be bothered with them any longer.
Yep.
That's when they can be, okay, let's be amicable. Man, hell no. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I told y'all in the letter to the narcissist, y'all remember that? She was watching that show. She was watching that joint. She was pissed. Oh man, oh man. Too bad, so sad. Yeah, figured out another day. What's up, Stacy Desire? Boo. Oh, that's not Boo. That's Stacy Desire. Thanks for the super chat, Stacy. Stacy said, I have 3 kids with my narc. 3, 4, and under. Whew. He just bought a house with the new supply who has a teenager that's not his. I let it go. Mm. I'll win too. Yeah. I mean, man, oh man. It's something how and I'm gonna tell you, it saddens me, man, to see us, man, still struggling like this, just in relationships, man, where we got full families and y'all got young kids. Y'all got young kids. I'm like, man, whatever happened? This new generation has destroyed the generation, man, because it was a time where when people said, man, well, look, you know what, we're going to do this for the kids. Let the kids, at least let's be responsible enough to let these children grow up in a house with a mother and a father that don't kill each other. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, man, it'd be like, man, whatever. People start families one place and then be somewhere else. And then it's like, man. And then y'all got 3 kids. And then you're gonna be the worst broad in the world when that child support hit. Be like, Joe, why you doing? You jealous, man? Why you don't? Man, Joe.
And the sad part about it is anybody who can abandon their own kids is not gonna care about somebody else's child. That teenager is gonna get it worse because that teen is being love bombed by somebody who's coming in to replace that dad that child doesn't have. And then when that situation ends, that child is going to be hurt. That child is going to be confused because now this person has come into their life and left them. And this person know that you have kids with him and they don't care. And that's how you know that's another narcissist, because they're figuring as long as you're taking care of here, I don't give a damn what you're not doing over there. And that's the type of situations they run into where people enable them to abandon their kids where they can feel comfortable. They're not going to be with somebody that says, you have kids over there. You have to see those kids. You have to take care of those kids. No, they're going to be with somebody that's going to enable their abandoning their kids. Kids is just a way to keep connection with you when it's over and when they want to come back. That's all they're good for. They're going to start on the kids first before they come for you. It's going to always be, I want to see my kid. I want to know how my kid's doing. I want this. I want that. It's always that connection they claim they want with that child. That's just to get that connection back with you. They don't want nothing to do with that kid. They never did, never will. When they was in the home, they didn't have nothing to do with those kids. You did everything. They did absolutely nothing. They were there, but wasn't present in those kids' lives.
There you go. There you go. And that's all they thinking about. They like, hey man, I'm here to satisfy me. See, this is the part right here for me that I think kind of makes me a lot different than other people. Yep. Because when I produce a child, at that point, I have an understanding, just like in nature. You have to get this child to a certain level in life before you can just throw them out here in this world. And what we are experiencing is a whole lot of people that just say, look, it's all about me. It's all about my happiness. And I'm running with what I want to do. And they'll take and leave their children, their family, and think that they're going to just have this wonderful life and everything's going to be fine and everything just going to work out. Real life don't work like that, y'all. And then later on, it's so sad, man, how people just abandon abandon their children, their family. And I'm saying men and women alike. Abandon the family. Yeah, me and you don't get along, but we got these 3 kids. I don't give a damn if we don't get. Baby, you sleep in that room, I'm gonna sleep in this room. But we raising these children in this house together. That's what we gonna do. Then man, you can go to hell in a handbasket after that. But let's make sure these children have the opportunity to know their mother and their father and get to grow up with them if it's possible. Because guess what? Me chasing behind this woman over here, when I got 3 children to raise over here, make that make sense to me, somebody. How I'm chasing after this woman over here and I got 3 children to raise. Forget the wife, forget the mother. I ain't thinking about the mother. I got 3 children over there that need me. And I'm saying, man, and that's how you gotta be out here. You gotta be like that, man. It gotta be about your children being raised properly, because that's your future. And then he gonna be mad when his daughters ain't, or children ain't, they ain't this, that, and whatever he thought they should be. You know, and I'm saying the mothers do the same thing. They'll leave the kids. I've seen it from both sides. As a parent, it is your job to ensure those children are raised in a proper home. Now, if you know that me and this person in this home do not respect each other and we can't do nothing but disrespect each other, then okay. What you doing? What y'all doing having children in the first place? You're not even mature enough to just be able to say, look, man, look, baby, you're going to have to do your thing because I'm going to do my thing. But I ain't going to disrespect the house. But we're going to raise these kids together. But I'm not going to be under your wrath. If that's how we got to do it, I'm saying listen, y'all, when you go, we can't keep treating children like, you know, they insignificant. It's all about me being happy in my life. Because all the people that are out here doing that and talking that, ain't none of them happy. None of them. Ain't none of them ran off to something better. None of them. Because you ain't even did right by your damn kids and you think something better out here for you. How? On what planet? Straight up, man, how are you going to have better luck? How are you going to have a better situation somewhere else and you just left your whole family right here? How? Somebody in the chat tell me how that's going to happen. Because I don't see how it's going to ever happen.
No.
It's not. You have an obligation. You have a moral obligation to raise your children, man. It ain't nothing you ever touch in life it ain't gonna prosper. And you're gonna see, yeah, it might look like they doing something right now, but you'll see. You'll see, just like everybody else had to see. Because, you know, he probably thinking that, you know, blah, 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 whatever. Man, it ain't whatever.
That's because they always comparing their lives to their kids' lives. Like I used to say, he'll tell my son, you lucky to have the mama you have, because I didn't have this and I didn't have that when I was little. They don't want these kids to have the life that they did not have, the life that they wanted so bad. And so they're going to see to it that these kids suffer the same fate that they suffer, just like when they get into a relationship and they felt like they were jaded by a man or a woman, they're going to treat women or men how they were treated by that one person. And that it is the same for the kids. They don't care because they don't feel like nobody should have a better life than them, regardless of who it is, whether it's their own child, their wife, their girlfriend, their mother, their sister, whoever. They're going to always try to make sure that that person have what they have or less, nothing more. They can't bear to see it.
There you go. I mean, I done planted my seed. I done put 3 seeds in this woman. No, man. No, if that's the wrong decision, I'm saying that y'all, even if it was the narcissist that I was with, I stayed with that thing till my son, at least my son was 18. Period. And look, I'm gonna take it a step further. Even though I have not talked to her in 7 years, I have been no contact for 7 years. I still, even to my son, to right now, I still regularly ask him, how you and your mother doing? You know, how's y'all relationship? He don't live with her, but I still want him to have a level of relationship with her. Because guys, guess what? I ain't the parent that's trying to be my child's friend by turning him against his mother. Because I know that's only going to turn him against me.
Mm-hmm.
Only going to get what you're putting out there. That's not going to make my son a better person to not like his mother. And I'm saying if he don't like her, it's because of what she doing. It ain't because that, yeah, my father always, I know he don't like my mother, so blah, blah, blah. No, I don't like your mother. I don't. But I have a wonderful relationship with her. You dig? Ain't no drama. Ain't no disrespect. Ain't no craziness going on. We have a wonderful situation at this point. And I just refuse to mess that up. I refuse to mess up what me and her have right now. You dig? The no contact, best thing ever happened to us. And I absolutely refuse to take it back to that other stuff. And again, son, try to work the situation out with your mother. If y'all got a bad situation, y'all come into some disagreement or whatever, man, y'all work that stuff out, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at the end of the day.
No.
It's not. If y'all can work it out, work it out. Because it ain't about that, y'all. It's still family because you're teaching somebody how to be dysfunctional when you're telling them to not like their other parent, whether you like the other parent or not. And I do not like the other parent. I don't. But I ain't at the end of the day, I ain't got nothing against her at this point. No, because I don't have nothing to do with her. There you go. Cynthia, thanks for the super chat, Cynthia. Cynthia said, why does the narc always do with the new supply what you wanted to do with them? He didn't want another kid, but had one now at 48. This 48 would... Cynthia, just for you. He did that just for you. Yeah, that was just for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what you wanted. Because he couldn't break you no other way. But he knew, yeah, when you find out I got this one pregnant, yeah, I'm going to stick this knife in your side and twist it. That's all this is about with a narc, man. They going to take everything y'all talked about. Okay, if it was a vacation you wanted, it was a kind of car you liked, it was a color car, it was, man, they going to take cues out of your past, out of your memory, out of things you talked about doing with them, and they're going to run and do it with somebody else in hopes that it destroys you. Because they couldn't do it with you because at the end of the day, he couldn't be a certain person with you. You'd obviously had gotten to know him on a certain level. So now he has to go take and do those things with someone that doesn't know who he truly is. They've had some insight to who he is, but they don't know fully. And then also on the flip side of that, you don't know what she's about. You don't know the kind of woman that she is. You don't know if that dude about to go through the worst hell storm he ever dreamed about.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens.
See, I know the situation with her, and and the reason he had a baby with this woman is for financial gain. See, he ran off to somebody else who has money. And so she's a narcissist too, and has something over his head. And so that's why, but best believe she's mistreating him. He had a kid with her because he saw that's a way to secure finances. He's the type that would probably try to fight for custody just to be able to get child support from her for that child. Everything is a benefit to him, and that's why he did it. And a lot of times they don't do the stuff that we ask them to do because now they're in that point in the relationship where the love bomb has stopped. They don't have nothing else to prove to you. They don't have nothing else to give you. They hate you. They resent you. They be damned they do this stuff that you're asking them to do. And a lot of people say, oh, make it seem like it's their idea. You could do that too. And they still not going to do it because they don't like you. They hate you. They no longer want to have sex with you. That's why he didn't want to have another baby with you, because you were like gross to him. We become gross to these people. We become an ick. They no longer want us. They're craving something else, and they're dabbling with something else. And that's why they're not willing to do these things with us anymore. But best believe he put himself in a situation where it's all going to backfire on him, because I've been watching you in the chat and seeing what you're saying. And it's just a matter of time before she really get fed up with him. And he's probably either going to, and he's in another country, he's going to either end up unalive or in jail. Best believe, because of female tears is a powerful thing.
Man, again, another joker thinking they gonna beat the, oh boy, oh boy. And then, the thing that's saddening to me most of the time is, then he gonna come running around back to her. I don't know what I was thinking. And she got pregnant on purpose. And I mean, and she about the dog. She gonna dog walk him.
Mm-hmm.
And he gonna be right back in your lap trying to waiting for you to say, okay, come on back home. Guys. But remember, he done already run. And people who do stuff like that, just for the sake of it, they just running around haphazardly. Man, you're not going to ever be able to live a good life with that person. You're not. It's always going to be dysfunctional. Some people will go out and, they want to make things out to be, like they got caught up in circumstances, like they didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, dude, you a grown man. What are you a grown man. Stop. And you running out here having babies at 50? Goodness gracious, bro. He don't have a clue. But she gonna learn him. She gonna learn him. Just give him a little time. I know it's painful and it's hard to sit back and be waiting on stuff like that, because you don't want to just wait for the bad news, but it'll be coming. You'll see it. You'll see it, because that's just how they live. That's who they are, man. They can't help it. It's who they are.
But let me say this though, Cynthia, he's saying it wasn't planned, it just happened. You know what? And to be honest, that could be true, because they go raw every time and they don't pull out. So it could have been an accident. It probably wasn't planned. But
what? How? You got in your car, you was drunk, you was driving your car 100 miles an hour down a 25 miles an hour street and crashed into something. How was that an accident? We tell that to the judge. That's not an accident. No, when you have sex with someone unprotected, that's what it is. Yes, indeed. We roll.
But it just be willy-nilly, Harry. It's not like they saying all the time, oh, I'm gonna give her a baby. The thing is, they do it and don't care if that person get pregnant or not, because they're not planning on sticking around no way.
That's true. I mean, a lot of time, but see, at the end of the day, we still adults. We're not children. And at 48, he's not a child. And you having children at 50. Bruh. Bro, you should have children at 50. You need listen. Somebody get pregnant. You know how that you gotta pay. You're gonna be 70 when that child turn when you stop paying child support. He's 70-year-old man. You ain't retiring from nothing. Oh God. Nah, man. Nah, you gotta be smarter than that out here in this world, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. When people be intimate, that don't nobody want to put them contraptions on. You want to do what you want to do. But what I'm saying is, why put yourself up out there like that with somebody that's just random like that? And then say, hold up, man, what we doing if something happened here? Then what you think we doing? We gonna be some parents. And that's my thing. It ain't nothing wrong with being a parent. There's something right with it. It's just the problem is we don't want to raise these children.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we think they're gonna just raise themselves, man. And that's gonna be your life partner right there, whether you know it or not, your children. A lot of y'all don't even see that, but that's gonna be your life partner right there. They're gonna get on your nerve. My son he's still good on my nerve. He was on my nerve, yeah. So they had to mail that dude. So I had to take off to go mail him his birth certificate. He can keep his job taken together. But hey, that's what a parent does, right? Because we parents. That's what it is. Focus for Life. Thanks for the super chat. Focus for Life said, why does it seem like a kid that grows up in a home where one parent is a narcissist grows up to also be a narcissist? Who knew? Exactly. When you have a child with a narcissist, man, it's likely that child gonna be a narcissist. That's how, sad to say it, man, but that's how it works. They either gonna be a narcissist or they not gonna be. It ain't no in between, y'all. It ain't no in between.
And the thing too, why they end up being that way, because just like the smear campaign with everybody else, they do it with our kids behind our back. They teach our kids against us. And then you got to understand too, our kids are growing up seeing them avoid accountability and no consequences for their actions, and they want in on it. And it starts very young, because I just got done telling my daughter, she spoils the heck out of her 2-year-old, and he throws a tantrum when he doesn't get what he wants. And her 5-year-old, her 5-month-old, he stares at him and he look at him, and now he's starting to mimic that behavior. He throw temper tantrums because he's seeing that it's getting him what he wants. And so now he throws a fit. And this is learned behavior, and it starts very young. It starts younger than what we think, because I watch kids to see how they behave, because I want to understand at what age can you become a narcissist. And I just watch, and that could be very well it, but they damn sure smear our names to our kids. You don't know what they're telling them on that drive to the store, that walk that they're taking with them, when they're taking them to the park. Just because things is going well doesn't mean that they're not who they are, and grimy and stabbing you behind your back. They do it to everybody. It's to turn everybody against us. So when they do smear our name or leave us, it's to be believable. We're the ones who always have to defend ourselves, because we are convicted in a court of public opinion. And nobody wants to hear what we have to say. And that's why they go to the public.
Good gracious. Guys, like I said, man, y'all can take it or leave it alone. But one thing about this, if you live long enough, you also will be able to teach everybody in the world about how cruddy a narcissist is if you stay around one long enough. You ain't gonna have no other choice except to study them. And you studying them right now, because everything that they're doing, you can't believe, you can disbelieve. Like, wow, it's no way this person is really trying me like this. It's no way this person is really trying me like this. And they're going to try you every day. That's the name of the game. They're going to keep trying you. That's what your life has been. That's what it always will be. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. It's going to keep getting worse progressively. And I know how we think, because that's how life is for us. Eventually it get a little better. It's going to feel better at some point. Not with a narcissist, though. It's not. It's not going to get better, y'all. They're going to keep on being what they are. They're going to keep on doing what they're doing. Because that's who they are. That's what they are. That's what their life has always been. They gave up on life a long time ago, y'all. Their only hope is to prevent you from reaching your fullest potential. That's it. They ain't even thinking about accomplishing nothing out here except other people. As long as other people don't continue to go out here and accomplish things. See, that's what a narc is mad about. You keep wanting to do something. You want to go out here and buy this new house over there and live in that neighborhood. And you want to drive this kind of car. And you want to have that kind of job. And you want to make this kind of money. The narcissist sitting there like, man, I ain't qualified for none of that. I don't want you to do none of that. You about to go out here and get you another apartment. You got money saved up in your bank account. It's the little stuff. It's the little stuff for a narcissist, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the little stuff that got them just like, man, I hate your guts. That's really how they feel. The little stuff got the narcissist to a place where they hate your guts. They tired of seeing you win. Woo, China, what you gonna give them for the weekend, man? We heading into the weekend. It's a wonderful weekend. Cause we getting some rain. Good gracious. Woo, it been dry and hot out here. And it's time for us to, and guys, narcs are just acting a fool right now, man. They getting more and more bold every single day. They hate us in here. They hate that y'all still getting instruction in here. They hate it. Yeah. Like, won't y'all stop listening to that, man? It used to be so easy to just come pluck one of y'all off every week like it was nothing. Now, y'all watching for how people act and everything.
Yep.
And they hate it. What you
See, I was gonna say something about that. She said, "Is Keisha okay?" Before I was gonna say for you guys to pray for her because me and her were messaging yesterday, and she is really, really going through it, and she needs you guys' support and prayers at this point. I didn't ask her, but she said this one really stung, and that person hit below the belt, and so I'm just passing that bit of information along, and you guys just keep her in your prayers, her and her children. And as she get better and things get better for her, she'll come back. But yeah, she's really going through it. But I want to give you guys this. I heard from my sister that my oldest sister, who is the narc that I've been telling you guys about, she has heart issues and she has not been doing what she supposed to be doing, eating right and everything. So her pacemaker stopped working and she needs surgery, and they're saying she may not come out of that surgery. And so my daughter reached out to her when I told her that. And I asked her, I said, why are you engaging with a snake? I told her, I said, a snake is a snake. It only sheds its skin to become a bigger snake. And I said, and besides, I never saw a snake not seize on the opportunity to attack because it was dying. A snake is going to be a snake even when it takes its last breath. So I want you guys to hold on to that and know that these people, when they come back knocking on your door, I've changed, I've done this, I've done that. A snake is a snake. And even on their dying day, they're still going to attack you. They still are a snake. They only shed skin, they don't change. And so
Mm.
if they left you for somebody, let them be there. If they're gone for the weekend, let it be. I need you guys to emotionally detach from these situations because it doesn't get better. And like I forgot who said that. We definitely change. They don't change. We change into them. Yes, we become temporary narcissists because we pick up their traits and we get in fight mode and survival mode because now we're having to defend ourselves against our abusers. And sometimes we have to go there in order to survive that situation. But, I just want you guys to, just take this message for what it is and always know that if a snake show you its teeth, just know that it will bite.
Mm. Woo. Good gosh. Y'all heard that. That he ain't got teeth for nothing. A snake ain't got fangs for nothing, y'all. Look here, guys. We just gonna keep on proving what we proving. I ain't had nobody to ever come back to say he ain't tripping, he ain't he lying, and I can prove it. Nobody, not one. I've been on here 7 years, y'all. Not one time. Not one time. A narc is a narc, man. The devil is the devil. And at the end of the day, y'all, the biggest problem that everybody in here is gonna have, your hardest issue, the biggest issue you're gonna have is believing that what you see is what you saw. Yeah, that part. Yeah, I know. What you see is what you saw. The biggest problem that we have is, man, we don't believe what we saw. And we need to see it again. And we need to see it from a different angle. And we need to hear it a different way. And they could possibly not be this. Good people just don't do dirt. Stick to the basics, man. Stick to the basics with people. Nobody that's good is going to do things that are not good. They just don't do it. Good people just don't do it. Good people ain't going to call you up or tell you. They're not going to be joking with you. How many people have y'all been joking with and say, yeah, I'm the devil? Anybody? Nah, man. We just don't play like that. We don't joke like that. We don't associate ourselves with the devil, not even in jest. Yeah, I used the Bible term on y'all. We don't joke about being a devil or wicked or evil. And when somebody jokes about stuff like that, trust them. They not lying. They not lying. They just laughing to make you think they not lying. That they are lying, rather. That's all it is. You don't need them. They need you. Remember that part. Everybody in here that's dealt with a narcissist, you don't need them. They need you. And they gonna need you. They gonna need you. And in life, you got to do what you got to do to make sure that whatever they did, because see, I tell y'all about praying for them. Pray for your enemy, man, because they going through some stuff. I ain't say take your enemy back. I didn't say talk to your enemy. Try to be friends with your enemy. No, pray for them. Keep them at a distance. Make them stand on what they took you through. Make them stand on that for the rest of their life. Give them that life sentence. Like, there you go. See, that's one thing that I used to be scared about. But what about Christmas? What about the holidays? It's not going to be the same without family and then other. I ain't had a lonely one yet, man. Not yet. And I won't. How you gonna be lonely from somebody that made you lonely? Come on, y'all, make it make sense, man. So yeah, man, y'all chew on that for the weekend, and we gonna do what we do. We gonna get up out of here. Another wonderful night with y'all. I want to thank my lovely co-host, China Boogie. And yeah, y'all keep Keisha in your prayers, man. I told y'all, man, doing this what we do. Don't think for one moment people not praying on you.
Yeah.
Don't think for a second that they not plotting on you. But she'll be back. It's all good. You know, just want to be back on some good terms. That's all. We all good. We're going to leave you just like we came in here, y'all, with nothing but love, peace, and Soul Train. See y'all next week, everybody. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace. Thank you.